From random shivers to sudden leg cramps, your body might be hiding secrets you've never questioned. Some say it's just biology, others aren't so sure. Watch closely and hit subscribe now. Eye twitching, myokymia. You're chatting with someone when your eyelid starts fluttering like it has a secret to tell. Annoying? Absolutely. But it's more than that. This spontaneous muscle twitch, known as myokymia, is usually triggered by stress, caffeine, or exhaustion. It's your nerves sending jumbled signals from overuse, like a system overload. No danger here, but it's your body's way of saying, hey, maybe take a break. A harmless, stubborn twitch that reveals how tightly your nerves and emotions are wired together, even when you don't feel it. Snatiation reflex. You've just finished a hearty meal, lean back with satisfaction, and then a sneeze. No pepper in sight. This is the snatiation reflex, a rare phenomenon possibly caused by your stomach pressing on the vagus nerve. As your stomach expands, the nerve might misfire and trigger the sneeze reflex. It's a fascinating miscommunication between your digestive system and respiratory reflexes. Strange as it is, it's mostly harmless. Just another example of how different parts of your body can accidentally trigger each other in ways we're still discovering. Formication, skin crawling sensation. Ever felt like something was crawling across your skin, but nothing's there? This unsettling glitch is called formication. It often shows up during moments of anxiety, fatigue, or stress. It's not your imagination, it's a sensory hiccup. Your nerves misfire and the brain interprets it as creepy movement. Even though there's no real cause, the sensation can feel disturbingly real. It's a reminder that your brain doesn't always get it right, and sometimes it creates signals from thin air just to stay busy. Charlie horse, leg cramps. You're sound asleep when your calf tightens like a wrench is twisting it. That's a Charlie horse, an intense involuntary muscle cramp. While it's often linked to dehydration or fatigue, sometimes it strikes out of nowhere. The muscle contracts and just won't let go. It's like your nervous system locked a command in place and forgot the cancel button. The pain is short-lived, but intense enough to jolt you wide awake. It's a reminder of how fast your body can switch from rest to emergency. Teeth chattering. You're freezing, or maybe just nervous, and your teeth start chattering uncontrollably. This rhythmic jaw movement isn't just for cartoons. It's your body's way of generating heat through rapid muscle contractions. But emotions can trigger it too. When you're anxious, your sympathetic nervous system gets involved, sending mixed signals to muscles. Your brain treats emotional stress like a physical threat. The result? A shaky jaw, not because you're cold, but because your body's trying to prepare for something it can't quite name. Elevator drop sensation. That weird drop in your stomach when an elevator suddenly descends, it's not just in your head, it's in your gut. Your body moves first, but your internal organs lag by a fraction of a second. That momentary lag confuses your brain and causes that roller coaster-like sensation. It's harmless, but it makes you feel like something's off. A simple mechanical delay between motion and perception, proof that even your internal organs sometimes struggle to keep up with the pace of modern life. Photic sneeze reflex. You step out into the sun and achoo! No allergies, no dust. That's the photic sneeze reflex. It affects about 1 in 4 people and happens because the nerves controlling your eyes and nose are too close for comfort. When bright light floods the eyes, the optic nerve sends a message that accidentally gets picked up by your sneeze reflex. Your brain misroutes the signal, and you sneezed. It's not a flaw. It's your body's wiring being a little too enthusiastic with sharing information. Goosebumps. A chill breeze or a powerful piece of music hits, and suddenly goosebumps. This reflex comes from tiny muscles at the base of your hair follicles. They contract to raise hairs, which once helped early humans trap heat or look more intimidating. Today, they still react to cold, awe, fear, even excitement. It's your nervous system pulling an ancient lever, regardless of the situation. An emotional memory encoded in muscle. Your body responding to intense feelings the only way it knows how, by raising the stakes and the hairs. Fasciculations, muscle twitches. Sitting still, you feel a random twitch in your arm. It's not painful, just weird. That's a fasciculation. Tiny involuntary contractions of muscle fibers, often caused by tiredness, dehydration, or too much caffeine. They're your nerves sending out erratic pulses. Think of it as your muscles tapping a Morse code your brain didn't ask for. They're usually harmless and go away on their own. But at the moment, it feels like your body is testing the limits of its own self-control. Tinnitus, ear ringing. Silence, then that high-pitched ringing begins. No sound source, just your brain making noise. Tinnitus is your auditory system's way of filling in a gap. When there's not enough input from the ears, your brain improvises. It's like static from inside your own head. Triggered by loud sounds, stress, or age, it's one of those glitches that's more noticeable because of how quiet everything else is. Your body doesn't like silence, and sometimes it decides to break it. Ear popping. You're driving up a hill or flying in a plane and suddenly, pop! That's your eustachian tubes opening to balance the pressure in your ears. But they don't always respond quickly. When they lag, your ears feel muffled or blocked. It's not broken, it's just slow. Like waiting for your body to catch up to the altitude. A minor pressure glitch, but it highlights how delicately your systems stay balanced, even when the world around you is shifting fast. Emotional shivers. You hear a story that gives you chills, but it's not cold. That's your fight or freeze response kicking in. These shivers happen not just from temperature changes, but emotional intensity too. Your body sends signals to prepare you, sometimes for danger, sometimes just for feeling deeply. It's a reflex from a time when emotional triggers often meant physical threats. Today, it still responds, even when the only thing attacking you is a beautiful piece of music or a powerful memory. Jaw popping, TMJ. You open your mouth to yawn and click, your jaw pops like a hinge in need of oil. That's often the temporomandibular joint shifting. The little disc inside can slide slightly, creating that familiar pop. Sometimes it's from grinding teeth, stress, or simply talking too much. For most, it's painless. For some, it's a source of tension. Either way, it's your body's hardware showing its wear, one click at a time. Brain freeze. You bite into ice cream, and a second later, it feels like your forehead took a punch. That's brain freeze. When something cold hits the roof of your mouth, the sudden temperature drop causes blood vessels to constrict, then rapidly expand. This tricks your brain into thinking the pain is in your head. It's referred to as pain, misrouted signals that hit harder than expected. It fades fast, but at the moment, it's brutal. Unexplained sneezing fits. No allergens, no irritants, but your nose won't stop sneezing. This could be your trigeminal nerve responding to subtle cues like bright light, cold air, or even stress. It's like a reflex that fires for no clear reason, confusing sensory data triggering motor responses. You sneeze because your body thought something was wrong. A reminder that not every reflex needs a reason. Sometimes it just needs a spark. Pins and needles, paresthesia. You sit on your foot, and when you stand up, zap. That buzzing, tingling flood is paresthesia. It happens when nerves or blood vessels are compressed, then suddenly released. The nerves reboot, sending scrambled messages that feel like electric rain. It's not pain, it's static, a glitch that clears fast, but leaves you wondering how your own leg forgot how to be a leg. Sorry. Motion sickness. You're scrolling through your phone on a moving bus when your stomach flips. Your eyes say you're still. Your inner ear says you're not. Your brain, unable to reconcile the two, panics. It thinks you're hallucinating and triggers nausea, just in case. This multi-sensory disagreement causes dizziness, cold sweats, and queasiness. It's not that your senses are wrong, they're just not syncing. A classic team failure between perception and reality. Hiccups. You're in the middle of a conversation, or maybe sipping a fizzy drink, and suddenly, hic! Your diaphragm has just staged a protest. That quick involuntary spasm of the muscle under your lungs slams your vocal cords shut, making the classic heights sound. It's quick, random, and wildly frustrating. You try holding your breath, sipping water, or standing on your head, but nothing seems to work. So why does it even happen? There are several triggers: eating too fast, laughing hard, carbonated drinks, or even a sudden drop in temperature. But sometimes there's no clear reason at all. And that's where it gets interesting. Some scientists believe hiccups are a leftover reflex from our evolutionary past, perhaps when our ancestors needed to coordinate breathing with gill activity. Others suggest it's tied to how babies develop in the womb, practicing breathing and swallowing motions. So that strange little spasm, it might just be a leftover loop your body forgot to delete. What's even more curious is that your brainstem, the most primal part of your brain, is in charge of this reflex. It sends a misfire down to your diaphragm, causing it to contract out of rhythm. Your vocal cords snap shut milliseconds later, creating that unmistakable sound. And just like that, your day gets interrupted by a glitch that science still doesn't fully understand. Ever had hiccups that just wouldn't quit? Some people get stuck with them for hours or even days. It's rare, but it shows just how persistent and unpredictable this glitch can be. A simple muscle twitch that feels small until it completely hijacks your focus. So next time you hiccup at the worst moment, during a job interview, a quiet meeting, or a serious movie scene, just remember, you're not alone. Your diaphragm just decided to go freestyle for a minute. So, which of these weird body glitches have you noticed? From twitches and pops to phantom sensations and false alarms, your body is constantly guessing and adjusting. Not every system is perfect, and sometimes that's what makes it interesting. These little errors aren't flaws. They're reminders of how complex and connected your systems really are. Drop your weirdest body glitch in the comments, and don't forget, subscribe for more mind-blowing body secrets coming soon.